We're in New Jersey right now. Gonna drop in on my boy Scott. When he started, he's 460 pounds. He's lost almost 200. In fact, I think he's lost more than 200 pounds now. And he's a character too. I mean, he's come up in the rock and roll world. He's a photographer. The only thing, he's spent his life on the other side of the camera. And now he's finally taking care of himself. So today I just want to give him a little chance to see what it's like to be on the other side of the camera, because he deserves it. And I'm just so excited for him. So he has no idea that I'm about to drop in on him. And here's the best part also. We're playing another round of the Deck of Destiny. You never know. If he pulls the right card, we might be giving away a trip today. All right, here we go. That's Scott's house right there in the corner. He has no idea I'm about to knock on his door. Rock and roll,
oh
dude.
Hey, buddy.
Seeing Scott at the door and surprising him, for me, it was epic. Only reason being is that I've seen Scott on my screen for the last year and a half. Wow!
I'm getting there.
Yes, you're there on a screen. So to see him open up that door and actually see what he looks like in real life, he's even smaller than I thought. Man, it's good to see you.
It's great to finally meet you and Rachel.
Buddy, there's no way we weren't gonna come out here and see you. Are you kidding me? Considering what you've done with your life over the last year and a half?
It's been a struggle, emotionally and physically, but it was something that needed to be done health-wise. I needed to, because if I was going the way I was going, I wouldn't be here too much longer. My mother, God rest her soul, always wanted me to try to lose weight, and because she was a severe diabetic, and it took her life 3 years ago. And I just wish she was here to see.
What do you think your mom would say to you right now? Because she is watching.
I can't get it out. I think she'd be proud, but I don't know if she would have be, well, why didn't you do it sooner?
She's watching right now though.
I know, and I go to her gravesite and I sit there and I talk to her and say, well, I've done it. And I know she'd be proud, because diabetes is a scary disease, and it took her. And her last 10 years were just brutal for her, and she passed in her own bedroom, you know.
Right here?
Yeah. This is my house for 58 years. My mother bought this house 60 years ago. Of course, we've made our own adjustments. My mother would not appreciate guitars all over the walls. No, she would not appreciate all that.
I walk into Scott's house and his walls are they're lined with rock and roll memorabilia. I mean, everything. The guy has just lived such a wild life. He lived in the true era of rock and roll music. Wow, look at this.
My years of photography in the music business, and I've been to probably over 790 shows in my life.
Wow, he is the photographer. In fact, I'm sure a lot of the pictures that most of us have seen of these rock and roll stars on stage, guess who took the pictures? Scott did. This house is rock and roll.
Yes, it is now.
Tell me you've seen Bon Jovi.
47 times.
I was gonna say, well,
that was my very first concert.
But he was always the guy on the other side of the camera. He was never in front of it because he was 460 pounds.
I have more guitars than most musicians.
Yeah, you certainly do. And now he's lost over 200 pounds. Well, I got a question for you. What was it like when you got the diagnosis of having diabetes?
It didn't bother me.
Really? Even after seeing...
Well, that was before, when I was diagnosed, before she started going really down the tubes.
Oh, I
see. I knew I had a severe family history of. But again, I was smartass and didn't care. And before I started this journey, I was taking 200 units of insulin a day.
Wow.
But when I started to see my mother go down the tubes, I went to the doctor, and she came in and she says, "You have cirrhosis of the liver." I'm like, "But I don't drink." And she says, "Well, it's from being overweight." And she said, you're going to need a liver transplant. And at your
Holy
size,
smokes.
and at your size, they won't give it to you because you're diabetic and you're over 460 pounds. She says, if you don't lose weight, you're going to die very soon because your liver's going to fail.
Wow.
I came out, my wife was in the waiting room, and I just sat there in the waiting room and cried with my wife. I almost just said, screw it. Oh, well, it is what it is. And my wife says, no, that's not, you do care. I said, you need to be here. You know, I lost my father when I was 7. So I didn't want my daughter to be without me. I said, I'm going to do this. I was 460 pounds, and I would always watch you I would always watch you on the socials. And I said, I've always wanted this to help me, and I couldn't figure it out on my own. I was like, well, this way I can kind of learn it. And when your app came out, I signed up for it. I'm like, I can do this. And then with all of your lessons and all of your teachings, it really gave me a base to succeed. And it was crazy. Hi, Sonny. It was coming off like sheets. It was coming off 8-9 pounds a week, you know. And again, I didn't artificially shrink my stomach or cut my stomach out, or I did it the right way.
Yeah.
You know, most people that lose 200 pounds don't do it without surgery.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I was taking 200 units of insulin a day, and now I don't take any.
Right. You beat it.
And I beat it.
So, which is freaking amazing. You beat diabetes. And now you are a beacon of hope for so many, and you are impacting their lives, and you're keeping them going when they can't keep going for themselves.
Diabetes is ugly.
Yeah.
It really deteriorates your body at the end. And just watching my mother deteriorate was just gut-wrenching. And I'm like, I can't go out like that.
Yeah. And you know what you're doing right now? You're honoring her because you're living the life that she always wanted for you. You beat diabetes. You lost the weight. You're helping other people beat it too. Imagine how proud she'd be of you.
Yeah.
And she's looking down right now.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, she is.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's have some fun.
Okay.
I've got a game I want to play with you.
Uh-oh.
And it's called The Deck of Destiny.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes, my friend. So, this is the Deck of Destiny. We've got 4 suits. Hearts, clubs, diamonds, spades. Each suit represents a different part of your journey of transformation. Hearts would be cardio or stamina challenges. Notice I said challenges.
Challenges.
Clubs is going to be a strength or resistance training challenge. Diamonds is going to be the mental side of things. How much have you learned along the way?
Oh, it's incredible.
So the final suit, which is going to be spades. Spades is how you've created an environment for success. The cards are going to start low with the ace, and they're going to progress all the way up to the king.
Oh boy.
So the higher the card goes, the bigger the challenge. Now, I'll shuffle it, I'll let you cut the deck. Then you pull a card off the top. Whatever that card is, there's going to be a corresponding challenge.
Okay.
If you can complete the challenge, you earn that card. And you hang on to that card. Because in several months, we're going to do a big live event, and we're going to have a matching deck of cards. And if we pull your card, you're going to win a free trip to our retreat in El Salvador.
Oh.
Airfare, lodging, everything. 1 week.
Treehouse.
Oh, the treehouse bungalows on the beach, dude. Get ready. It's going to be insane. And guess what? The transformation's going to be there. Everyone's going to be coming together.
Oh, boy.
Now, there's 2 wild cards here, the jokers. If you pull a joker today, you automatically win.
Oh, boy.
Are you ready to play the Deck
I'm
of
ready.
Destiny? All right. I'm going to place the deck right here on this table. Okay, my friend. The 5 of clubs. You ready?
Oh, boy.
A 20-second hollow hold. So, this is what the hollow hold is going to look like. So from here, the hollow hold, arms up, legs up. Hold, 20 seconds. Here we go. You ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Beautiful, Scott. There you go. Now, Scott, crunch forward just a little bit. Raise your head up off the ground. That's it. There's your hollow hold. Beautiful. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Great job, dude. My friend,
Did it.
The 5 of clubs
Thank you.
is yours. And here's the best part. If you win a challenge, you get to draw again. And your chances of winning the trip,
It's even better.
it can possibly double. Oh, the 5 of spades, okay.
I'm getting a pair here.
Here we go. Now remember, so spades, it's going to be what you have around the house. Have you created an environment for success?
Mm-hmm.
So you need to show me meal prepped protein in the fridge or freezer.
Okay.
Okay,
I have ice cream.
that counts.
Yeah.
Meal prep protein ice cream. Let's freaking go, dude. Oh. Yeah. All right, man, it's official. The 5 of spades
Am I
is
going
yours.
for 3 of a kind?
And guess what, my friend? Your chances of success, they just doubled. What's the next card gonna be? Ooh. The Jack of clubs. You need to do 30 reverse lunges in 1 minute. This is what it's gonna look like. This is a reverse lunge.
Okay.
I know those knees ain't great. When he had to do those reverse lunges, I was really concerned, especially because Scott's got bad knees. So for him to actually pull the card with 30 back lunges in less than a minute, I just thought, oh man, of all the cards for him to pull. You ready?
Yep.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. We got 1 minute on the clock. And then switch sides. I was on pins and needles waiting to see how this next minute is gonna go. 20, good. 21, 22, 23, good job, dude. 24, 25, 10 seconds left. 26, 27, come on, Scott. 28, 4, 3, 29, 2, 1. Oh my God.
Whew.
Buddy,
Right on.
you literally cranked out that 30th as it was going off. Yo.
It's hard on the knees.
You just earned yourself the Jack of clubs. There you go. You got yourself 3 cards now. The Ace of Spades. All right. Show me a 0-calorie condiment. So I'll give you 2 minutes. You get to run up to the fridge, grab a 0-calorie condiment, and bring it back. All right, here we go. All right, what do we got?
Mustard.
Well done. Okay, it's official. The Ace of Spades is yours.
All right, let's
Okay,
go.
shall we continue the game?
Let's do it. Oh.
Okay, so this is based on, diamonds are based on knowledge. And this one can get a little tricky because there's a lot of different ingredients of muscle growth. But what is the #1 factor in stimulating a muscle for growth?
A resist. I can't think of the word.
Pulling a blank. It is called mechanical tension.
Oh yeah.
Hey, my friend, you did really well. Great job. You have got 4 chances of winning a free trip to El Salvador. Very well done. That was awesome.
I have one other thing to show you when I'm here. I use these as motivation. Some of these pictures of me
Wow.
through the years
Oh my gosh.
that just, I'm amazed I'm not that same guy anymore. There's pictures of them around the whole house of me being 400 pounds and I'm looking at them like, who is that?
Yeah. He said something really interesting when he was looking at the pictures of himself. He said, that's just not me anymore. And when he said that, it gave me an idea. You know what I noticed in all these pictures is the white beard. Have you ever wondered what your face looks like without the beard?
Yes, my wife hates my beard.
Well, I got a question for you. Would you be open to trimming the beard?
Sure.
The way that we see ourselves, who we are, that dictates our beliefs, our thoughts, and ultimately our actions. And Scott's actions, he's not that guy anymore. So dude, let's clean all this up and let's do our own little photo shoot. What do you say?
Okay. All right, I can
Let's
do it.
go. There's still so much about his appearance that was still tied to that old sense of self. Okay. And I thought, you know what? We can have some fun with this. Here we go. Yo, dude. Oh my gosh. When Scott shaved the beard off, I didn't recognize him anymore. Whoa, let's go, dude. I mean, he looks at least 10 years younger. I mean, when you get rid of that long white beard, oh my gosh, he's got a jawline. Dude, look at your face. Look at that jawline. And cheekbones, and like you can see just the facial structure of Scott. Oh my gosh, man. You literally look 20 years younger.
The last time I shaved my beard, probably a good 20 years ago.
Dude, it looked freaking good, man.
My wife hated it, but I liked it. So, but it feels weird. It's different.
Let me buy you an outfit. We're gonna get you looking all spiffy for this photo shoot. Rachel, she's got an eye for fashion here, so I don't trust myself, and you shouldn't trust me either, so Rachel's gonna help us out.
I don't think of myself as a stylist. I really don't. In fact, I struggle with my own personal style, but shopping for men's clothes was really fun. And actually, when I got into it and I started looking, I said, what about this? It was kind of like when I used to play Barbies and I had the Ken doll.
Unfortunately, I still shop in the big and tall, but
Oh. Oh. I like. He says, "Oh, we got it. Let's go immediately back to the big and tall section." Oh, I like that. So we get back there and he starts pulling these shirts off that are 3X, 4X. Yeah, let's get you into a smaller pair of pants.
I have the jeans too.
This is hanging on you, dude. He tries them on and they're too big. It's a little too baggy.
I don't have that problem. Never had that problem before.
Well,
it's a 3.
Welcome aboard, my friend. So we got to drop it down to 2X. It's too big. This is a 2X.
The black shirt?
The black shirt's a 2X.
Well, I don't think I'll get it an X.
No.
Not yet.
Sure, can we try?
Sure.
Let's take a look. Okay, hold on. So he's got to drop it down to 1X. I love it.
I don't think you fit in the big. I don't think you fit in the extra large.
It fits better in the arms, but it's just a little
Yeah.
tight, here.
I can't find anything small enough for you. You might need to go. Oh,
Maybe here.
honestly,
Yeah, I know.
finding just XLs.
Anybody who's watching this that has been on a weight loss journey can probably relate to that feeling of, I get this section of Kohl's, I get this section of Macy's, or I get the plus size store in the mall. And so when I started realizing anything in this store is possible for him, it was really fun.
I'm gonna give it a little CP flair to it, all right?
Well, now you have a new job. Now you're my hairstylist.
Yeah, dude, I'll take it. This transformation thing doesn't work out. You know where to find me.
But to get in size extra large clothes and to take pictures side by side with Chris, it's amazing what I look like. Like I said, I'm almost to the point where I was in high school. I photographed so many people. And I like being the guy behind the camera because you can't see me. But now that I've looked like this, I'm not ashamed of being seen.
There we go, yeah.
I feel great, and Chris has changed my life.
It's been an absolute honor.
The honor is I can't believe that you're actually here in my house. There's no way that I can thank you except for thank you, because it's incredible. Thank you for my new look.
Dude,
My spiked hair, no beard.
This is just fun, man. Are you kidding me? Like, today was just fun. And you know what? I can't think of the best way that you can thank me. And let's pay it forward. Keep doing what you're doing.
I'm here for anybody who needs me.
So keep.
Exactly. If I can just change one life, then I did my job. You're trying to change 1 million, so you've got a little bit bigger of a task in front of you. But
Well, that's where I need your help, because I can't do it alone.
I'm here for you, brother. I am. I'm Scott. I'm from New Jersey, and I'm proud to be part of the Transformed Nation.
Take care.
Safe travels.
We'll see you online.
Take care.